Christian County Commission broke ground on the county's new government plaza today. The ceremony marks the first step in the process of moving buildings to the new location. It will house the county's operational staff, recycling center, maintenance, and storage. Future phases will include construction for the offices of elected officials and their departments.
Our plan is to strategically move one location at a time. So the first one was resource management that houses planning, zoning, the different inspectors, different people like that.
The project also includes the development of a half-mile walking trail and a small outdoor performance venue.